Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? It's your host, Dominic Peterson, aka Doug Zone 503. And today I'm doing a get to know series where I try to get the latest Oregon Duck commit on the channel so we can hear their background a little bit, get to know them as a person, and also get to know what we're about to get with the football player and what they're really excited about joining the Oregon Ducks this season. So let's get it going, man. Got an interview here with the latest commit. I got 2023 Oregon Duck commit, 4-star wide receiver Ashton Cozart in the building, man. Say what's up.
What's going on? What's going on?
Yes, sir. Real excited to have you, man. Can I get a go Ducks before we start?
Yeah, hold on. I'm holding my phone up, so
Okay.
I might have to move.
Yeah, no worries, man. While you're doing that, I'll just go ahead and give you a quick introduction. For some people who might not know you, you're standing 6'3", 190 pounds. That's what On3 lists you as. Coming out of Marcus High School out there in Flower Mound, Texas. You announced your commitment to Oregon on May 22nd. So, man, real glad to have you. The Ducks are getting a real elite receiver here. He was ranked the number 15th wide receiver in the 2023 class, flipping his commitment from Oklahoma to Oregon late there. So, yeah, man, can I get a go Ducks before we go?
So,
Yes, sir, man. Real excited. All right. Well, let's go ahead and just start this interview out. Just start talking about yourself a little bit. At what age did you start playing football, man?
shoot, probably like I want to say like 9, 10. Probably 10. I
Nine,
think
10
10.
years. Okay, nice. So yeah, that's actually a little bit quite a bit later than some of the other guys I talked to. It's still pretty early, 10 years old, honing in, man. Really love it. Did you always love the game of football growing up?
Yeah, for sure. So like I always knew my dad played football and I always watched football, but like he never really let me play because he was like
Oh, okay.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
He kind of went through the same thing, so he kind of didn't want to see me like choose that over anything else. But
Yeah,
then
100%.
like when he found out that I really, really, really wanted to play, he was like, "Yep, I'll let him play." So, I mean, that's really just what started it.
Great, man. So your dad played football as well. That's what's up. Did you have a favorite sports hero growing up? Like watching sports at all in general? Did you have like a favorite person that you really looked up to?
I feel like growing up, it was definitely Des Bryant. Like when
Des
I was little,
Bryant.
it was definitely Des Bryant. And then, now you start to see like who you really like visualize yourself as. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What kind
Uh-huh.
of your type of game. So it's like it changes up. It varies. So
Okay. If you had to say one person, maybe in the NFL, a wide receiver, who would you maybe compare yourself to?
I feel like I feel like I play like an Ocho Cinco.
Okay.
I feel like I play like an Ocho Cinco, but I have that get over the top speed that could get past like any type of defense. So like if
Yeah.
you match that together, I fere like that's like my style of play.
Yeah, 100%, man. I watched a little bit of your film when you went ahead and committed. And one thing that really stood out to me that the Ducks are going to get with you as a player is that person who can really stretch the field for those downfield shots. I mean, you see that a lot in your tape of you just blazing past the defense and getting it really downfield. Oh, nice dog, man. That's cute.
Hey,
Yeah, man. But yeah, that's one thing I really see. And we got Kyler Casper in this clash, guys like Jurion Dickey coming in, that could really make plays, but you're the type of guy that will just blaze down the field and get those long catches, man. I really agree with that, man. Speaking about football here, the game of football, can you list maybe 3 reasons why you like to play the game of football?
ooh, all right. So I feel like number one, I feel like this one's the most important for me. So I feel like everyone like grows up and has their like kind of like dream job, I guess.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And like, look, I want to go do this, or I want to make this amount, or you know what I mean? I feel like that's
Yeah.
like football. I don't think of it as just a game you play for have fun, which that's obviously there. The love is there, the fun is there. It's the best. It's the most amazing thing ever to me. But I also think of it as a job for sure. So it's like I think of like, okay, if I don't go get this extra set in, or if I don't go catch, or if I don't go run this hill, it's like the bills aren't gonna be paid in the future. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I
100%.
play motivation too. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Another reason is, man, I love the crowd. I like scoring the touchdown. I like hearing everyone go crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like that is super fun too, and I feel like it's just kind of like the adrenaline too.
Oh yeah.
You just
100%.
catch the ball, and it's like you split through defenders. You hit that spin move, and you just take down the sideline.
Yeah,
But
man. Yeah, that is big time, man. The crowd is like the biggest thing in football for me. I mean, being in the crowd is just one thing, but yeah, I'm sure like catching the ball and doing that is another, man. It's amazing. And that's a great mindset to have as well, man. To think of it as a job as well, because you know it is work at the end of the day, and it's going to be your job one day for where you want to be, right? The NFL. So you got to start thinking about it like that, 100%. Speaking about, you know, big games and stuff, I know you probably had like butterflies before a big game. Let's get into your music taste a little bit. Do you have any like certain songs you like to listen to before a big game?
all right, so it varies. So there'll be some games where I straight up just rock like R&B and like country, like
Okay,
just
nice.
because I like so usually like if I get too nervous, you know what I mean, my legs will get shaky and you know it'll affect me physically, which I don't know,
Hmm.
like I mean, but that was really before when I had to like prove myself, you know what
Yeah.
I mean. But
Hmm.
like I feel like now with my confidence being at its utmost highest, I don't have to
Yeah.
worry about. I mean, I definitely like to listen to Pusha Ice-T. He gets me going. Pusha Ice-T definitely get me going. Lil Durk.
100%.
Um, who else? There's a couple like underground rappers too that I listen to.
Okay, nice.
There's Kanye for sure. Oh hell yeah,
Yeah, Kanye
Kanye
is a
gets.
legend.
I feel like Kanye, but like that's like you know the song Black Skinhead.
Yeah. Hmm.
So that's my I don't know. That's the greatest song that pumps me up for sure.
Okay. Yeah. Gotta always have one go-to for sure. You also said you listen to country, man. What kind of country do you go and get into?
Oh hell, yeah. Like Cody Johnson, Morgan Wallen, um, you know Luke Bryan. Uh, what's his name? Fuck, who's the other guy? I listen to like a few other. I'm not like real like I don't dive deep into it, but like I'll put like a radio on or just a
Okay.
playlist. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
I used to have a girlfriend who I still listen to her playlist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Good
No,
music.
that's what I was gonna get into actually, is I have that's one thing about having a diverse playlist, because you listen to country, you go to rap to country. One thing about that is it can really help you get the girls, man, because when you hang out with these girls, bro, like you got to throw something on, you know, while in the car or something. If you listen to everything, bro, you're set. You know what I mean?
Oh
Like you got
no, I say that too because it's like my music genre goes like it's crazy. I could be listening to Spanish music
yeah,
to you know regular hip hop, R&B, country.
yeah.
Sometimes I throw like rock in there, but
Oh
I mean
wow.
just like it's all across the board for sure.
That's what's up, man. That's awesome. Yeah, having a diverse playlist, that's cool, man. I think that says a lot about people, you know, just you could go into all different kinds of ways, but when somebody's, you know, articulate in all different kinds of ways like that, likes hearing different things, man, it shows how open you are as a person, you know. That's really cool. So
For sure.
let's get back into football here. Let's step back into it. Where do you feel most confident in your game, would you say?
I feel like one on one.
Okay,
One,
yeah, make going one on one.
you know what I mean? I feel like one on one, like I could run anything. It's gonna be wide open no matter what. Especially like whoever. I don't care who it is. You know what I mean?
Love
Like
it.
like I feel like most comfortable. Let me think. Like honestly, like it could be against any 5-star dude. I don't care. But like if you just give me a go and I just give him one release, get outside and just take
Yeah.
off, like no one's catching that. You know what I mean?
Love it, man. Love
Right
it.
out.
Love to hear it.
If I get my stride going, no one's keeping up with me. Yeah.
100%, man. Love to hear it. Yeah, that's key right there that you said one-on-one was the first words that came out of your mouth right there. And that's when Kenny Dillingham was asked what is this offense going to look like? That's the first words that came out of his mouth is we're going to have guys make plays one-on-one, literally. So that just shows how great of a fit you'll be here at Oregon. You guys are saying both the same things with the same question basically. So man, that's great to hear. What one word best describes you, would you say, like as a person?
One word to describe me as a person. I feel like one word.
Yeah,
I'm
this is
very,
a difficult one for sure that I ask people and it takes them a little bit to go ahead and think about it, man. There's a lot of words out there to think about.
I feel like maybe accepting,
Okay, accepting.
like outside of football, outside of sports, like
Hmm.
whoever, what type of person or whatever background you come from. I feel like I'm always that type of person who, you know what I mean. It doesn't matter what you are or whoever what other people think of you or you know what I mean. I feel like I'm always, you know what I mean. I don't care about that. You know what I mean. If you want to have a good conversation, we have a good conversation. I mean,
100%, man. Doesn't matter
yeah,
what they look like or what they believe in, man. Just,
for sure.
they show love, you show love back. 100%.
That's how it is. Like that's how I really like go through my high school like life with. You know what I mean? It don't matter like what other people think about you. If you treat me good, you know what I mean? Like you're
Yeah.
good to me. You're just a good person, no matter what your popularity is or you know what I mean, what the color of your skin is, like if you're gay, if you're straight, if you're bi, like you know what I mean? Like it don't matter what
Yeah.
it is. You know what I mean? If you're a good person, you're a good person. It don't matter.
Yeah. 100%. Love to hear it, man. Okay, well, let's get into this, man. Maybe for some future recruits that are looking into Oregon, maybe coming here to the program. What qualities make a good team captain, would you say? Like if you were, to choose a team captain on your team, what qualities do you want them to have?
I feel like definitely leading by example.
Yes,
I feel
100%.
like that's the smartest way to be a captain. I feel like a lot of people they use their mouth and they use their voice, which is great, which is awesome. But a lot of people also don't, back it up with what they do, their actions. I feel like one of the greatest leaders, growing up, looking up to obviously seniors and team captains at high school from before. The most people I looked up to were the people who, you know, didn't always talk so much, but they knew they were that top guy. So, you know what I mean? They led by example and um, they showed and they put it up on the field and they were good people for sure. But I mean, I'm not saying that would be the best because you know what I mean. It varies between different teams. I also
Mm,
do feel like be that person who they like who holds like their own responsibility. They're able to you know what I mean. To mess up like, yep, let's get going. Let's keep on going. Let's roll through this. And you know I mean, people like that for sure. You know what I mean?
yeah, accountability for sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
man. People that can, not only talk the talk but walk the walk is what it sounds like. Yeah, that's a big part of being a team captain. I would totally agree with that. You were able to walk the walk in your high school career. Becoming a big time high school recruit. What age did you probably, feel that you were becoming elite at football, a little better than the others around you?
uh, I want to say it started ninth grade year.
Oh yeah, okay, freshman
I
year.
feel like actually I don't know. Shoot, it varies, man. So it's like there's like all middle school. I had the mindset I was the best, bro. I was the best because I if you didn't know this, I used to live in Seattle, in
Okay,
Washington.
okay,
So I grew up in Washington, the Pacific Northwest, everything,
nice.
and I'm like all middle school. Like I was like, yeah, I'm the best. I'm the best receiver in the state. This is that. And I was
Yeah,
trained, and then high school comes your freshman year. I mean, that kind of resets because now you're going against high school. You know what I mean? Athletes. So I feel like it definitely started in high school because that's when a lot of my growing and my growth spurred and you know what I mean, like going through puberty. Obviously, I was getting really big, really fast. I was probably like 6 foot, 155. Like that's a good size as a freshman. You know what I mean?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was really
100%.
team. And then like sophomore year, I got hurt. So like my confidence and my level of thought like definitely wasn't like super high because at the time I didn't have a lot of film at all. You know what I mean? And like I was getting all these offers from, you know what I mean, camps and exposure things and 40 times and stuff like that in my height. So like even in myself, in that in my sophomore year, that's when I moved here. So I was just like, dude, do I even like deserve this? It got to a point where I was just like, I was thinking down on myself. But then like later that year, you know what I mean? I hit the weight room. I was training a lot. And, I was doing a lot more camps and things like that. And, my confidence shot through the roof. And then as soon as I moved up to Marcus, you know what I mean? I knew like I was going to do big things this year. So, you know what I mean? I did. I walked the walk. So, you know what I mean? I feel like now it's just up from here.
Yeah, 100%, man. Great. Yeah, let's talk about that move from Seattle a little bit. What went into that? Was it more like a football move, a family move, or what went into that decision to move out to Seattle or to Texas?
It was more like all of the above. So, obviously I moved like the year of COVID, the year when COVID started. So, we heard that we weren't gonna have a football season in Washington. So we're like, dang, what are we gonna do? And I also got a job offer over here in Fort Worth. So
okay.
Obviously in Texas we were gonna have a season. So we just made the big jump, the big leap of faith. So I'm so glad I did, man. So glad I did. So
man, that's great. Yeah, my mom and my uncle are actually about to make the move out to Texas, around the Dallas area here in the next couple months. I'm staying here in Oregon, but yeah, man, that's cool. Sounds great. So yeah, growing up in Seattle, to going to Texas, I know that's got to be a big jump in competition. Did you feel that going into Texas?
I want to be super honest with you. You're like, it's gonna blow your mind for sure. So honestly, it wasn't a big jump at all, in my opinion.
Okay.
Because this is the thing. Like, I'm not sure if you're too familiar with like FSP, Air, and
yeah,
all.
For sure. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So all those big organizations.
Yeah.
In Washington, you got to think the top of the top players play against the top of the top players all year, whether it's camps, one-on-ones, 7-on-7. I mean, during season. So, you're going against top dudes in the state everything you do. So
yeah,
I feel like, so transitioning to Texas when I went out there, like I said, like I was killing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
First couple
sessions,
one-on-ones, like I was killing all these dudes. And I was kind of surprised. I was like, dude, because when I was moving to Texas, I was like, dang, bro, I'm not gonna get that many offers. I'm not gonna get that many looks because it's all these Texas dudes. But then it was like I went down there and I was just like this new kid who's just like everyone thinks really good, and I feel like it's just it moved right over pretty good. But I feel like the difference is though speed, 100%. You know what I mean? Like I'm a low 4.4 laser dude, and like I still, you know what I mean? There's still like dudes out here who run with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
100%, man. Interesting way to put it. Yeah, 100%. That's a great way to put it from somebody who's experienced it. Yeah, very, very familiar with FSP out here. One of the top Northwest 7-on-7 programs, the training programs. So yeah, man. But yeah, let's switch gears here. Let's start talking about Oregon football, the team you just committed to. Let's start talking about them a little bit. What's your thoughts on Dan Lanning? Just came off a national championship from Georgia, being their defensive coordinator, making a historic defense with Georgia, and now he's trying to bring that here to Oregon. What made you put your trust into Dan Lanning to commit to him?
Man, so not a lot of people know this. Actually, I don't think anybody knows this. So I went on a visit with them like the beginning of April.
Oh wow!
Like no one knew about this. I was still committed, 100%.
So it was like low key visit, huh?
It was super low key, yeah. No one knew.
Okay.
And man, when I got up there, it like the relationship and the connection I felt like right away. It felt like I knew Coach Lanning for like ever. You know what I mean? He's just that
Yeah.
type of where it's like, he really like he puts his emotion within recruits and players, and he's not like your basic like head coach. Oh, I don't need to talk to these people, or I didn't need to. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
you go to a lot of these visits and you hardly see the head coach. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Right. He was
Yeah,
out and about with it.
he's gonna be in the middle of your visit. He's gonna come take pictures with you. He's gonna talk. He's just a great person. He's like high energy. You know what I mean? That's what I love about the staff at Oregon, man. This high energy, young
Yeah.
adults. I feel like that fits my personality so well.
Oh yeah,
You know?
100%. That's one thing I really loved about all the hires that Oregon made is they really it seemed like they really put a focus on making it a youthful coaching staff for sure.
Oh yeah.
That and a lot of people especially in media kind of look down on the young coaches, you know, cuz they are a little they haven't had experience a lot of them in their position group. I mean, you got Carlos Lachlan, brand new running back coach. Dan Lanning's a brand new head coach, stuff like that. But I mean, you gotta do it to get the experience, right? You gotta start somewhere. So I really think it's a great move, and I think these guys want to be here for a while. And that's some things that Oregon fans have been, kind of fighting about or discussing between each other about which coaches are going to stay, because over the years we've had coaches come and bounce, but Dan Lanning seems like he's here to stay. So love to hear that. Any guys on the team that you're maybe closer with? Have you talked to anybody on the team and got close with anybody yet?
Oh yeah, for sure. Zay Croc, the receiver number 6, he's a really good person. He hosted me for the weekend there, and
Okay.
great person, teaching me a lot of things and telling me a lot of things, kind of mentoring me.
Nice.
I was the one. He's a transfer from Colorado. I trained with him in Dallas a lot. So who I know BA, Sewell, all those guys. So I have a good relation. They're great people, man. You know what I mean? Like I didn't even commit, and these dudes were like mentoring me, like they knew me, and that like
Yeah.
kind of like if we were already teammates, and kind of like taking me under their wing. Like in any other visit, like no one's done that.
That's
You know what I mean?
great, man. The
So
great
it's just
guys. Yeah. Man, so yeah, I seen you right before your commitment, you posted Isaiah Crocker's story of your commitment, and you didn't post anybody else's story, and I was like, okay, that kind of tells me something, like something's coming. I remember, I think I DM'd you. I was joking around. I was like, hey, what's up, man? And I made like a graphic for you, and I was like, should I make this commitment graphic? You're like, we'll see. But yeah, that was funny, man. So yeah, it sounds like you and Isaiah and some other guys are getting really well to know each other. Any recruits in this 2023 recruiting class that you're maybe hoping to bring to Oregon?
Oh, absolutely. So, you know what I mean? Me growing up in Washington and playing with FSP and all that, you know what I mean? Caleb Presley, Andre Jordan, Rayshawn Clark, Malachi, all those guys, man. So all the kids I just grew up with who have the opportunity to play at Oregon. I'm kind of just like, I'm in their ear every day, FaceTiming them. I'm like, bro, you don't, like, I don't care if you get a Bama offer, bro. Like, it right here is where it's at. Like, you know what I mean? I don't care who the greatest school in the whole NCAA. Like, you know what I mean? It's where family is, bro. So you gotta come.
100%. Yeah, 100%, man. There's a lot of blue bloods in college football, that always get the big time recruits, but Oregon's kind of, shaping their way up there. I mean, they beat Ohio State. They get their opportunity against Georgia this year. So, shoot, we'll see where they're trending in the right direction. We'll see.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, what is one thing, we talked a lot about, what you're really good at and stuff that you're confident in, but what's one thing that you feel like you might need to work on when you're coming into Oregon?
I feel like maybe consistency.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like my consistency is there. You know what I mean? But I feel like I don't know. It's hard to say. I feel like the thing that I will have to overcome is not being that top dude. You know what I mean? Because I've always been that type of, you know what I mean, that top dude who's like, oh, everyone knows he's the dude at our school, or you know what I mean, he's our best receiver, or He's a leader. You know what I mean? I feel like being at the bottom, it's been a while since I've been there. So I feel like that transition, you know what I mean? I feel like it's going to be fine. It's just going to make me hungrier. But, you know what I mean? I haven't been in that type of environment in a minute. So I feel like maybe
Yeah.
that's like that I'm going to have to
Yeah,
prepare myself.
that's what a lot of recruits have to get used to for sure for first years. You know, a lot of you guys are like the main guy and you come in and there's a whole bunch, the whole team of main guys, and I figure it out. So yeah, so you're coming into the Pac-12, man. Oregon plays here in the Pac-12 conference. Any opponents in the Pac-12 in specific that you're really excited to get after and play?
Oh, 100%. I want to play. I feel like USC and Washington
Yeah.
are two of the schools that I really can't wait to play.
100%, man. Growing up, the Washington rivalry, it's always been big, and then USC, you know, they're always good. So, you know, Oregon fans have always not liked USC as much.
Oh yeah. So I got a lot of kids that I played with in high school on the same school. Like they're all playing at Washington right now. So that'll definitely be fun. I also have a lot of friends from Texas that are going to USC. So you know what I mean. Even commits. I got a lot of friends over there. So
Great, man.
Like
Yeah, that would be nice. Is your family staying in Texas, or are they moving to Oregon with you, or do you know what's going on with that? Because the only reason I'm asking is because I think Oregon does play Texas Tech in Texas 2023, if I'm pretty sure.
no. They'll stay here.
Okay, great. That's why I was gonna say, if they are staying there, your family will most likely be able to make that game for sure. Texas Tech.
Dude, that's a far drive.
Oh, it is pretty far from you, huh? Okay.
Like in the Dallas area, that's a 5-hour, 6-hour.
Oh, sheesh. Yeah, that is pretty far. All right. Well, yeah, let's talk about your recruitment process with Oregon here, man. I cover recruiting, and it feels like your name just kind of popped up, and then all of a sudden you were committed and came out of nowhere. Everything kind of seemed, you know, under wraps, kind of quiet. How was your recruiting process with Oregon, and which coach were you in contact most with your recruitment?
I'm gonna keep it super honest with you. Like, I didn't start talking to Oregon like at all with no communication since like the start of April.
Oh wow, so real recent.
Real recent. So it's crazy how it came up too. So my really, really good friends from Washington were on a visit at Oregon, and they FaceTimed me, and they were like in the uniform, just like dancing and stuff. And they're like, "Dude, you have to come over here, Coach Adams. He's a dude. He's like the real. You know what I mean? You got to just try it out." And you know what I mean? Things were already in my head about OU. So I was just like, you know what I mean? Like, all right, cool. And I talked to Marcus Griffin from FSP, and he was kind of like doing some behind the scene things with the coaching staff at Oregon. And you got to think, like, I wasn't talking to Oregon at all. Like, I didn't really like think of them at all or anything. Yeah. And you know, Coach Adams hit me up, and you know, we had a long conversation, and you know, the whole coaching staff at Oregon, like, it was crazy. So as soon as they found out I was interested, they like put me in a group chat with the entire staff and recruiting, like the recruiting people, and a big group chat saying like Ashton, Oregon. So it's like, so like nice. I felt the love right away for sure. And it's crazy that like even the head coach, like Coach Lanning, was in there like talking my head off about it. So I'm like, dude, that's crazy. Like they really want me here. And okay. And so I was just like, you know, I might as well take a visit. And you know, I didn't want people to know about that. The visit was nice, man. Everything was perfect. There wasn't one thing where I was just like, dude, I don't know about this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So how does that go? Like, so Coach Adams hits you up, and you're committed to Oklahoma at the time, and you know, like, how did he like ease into a conversation? Because you know, usually when you're committed somewhere, you know, you just want to like, you know, you don't really talk to coaches too much. No. Like, what about Coach Adams really like opened you up to him?
All right, so I don't know if a lot of people knows, but I've known Coach Adams for a long. Like, I've known of him for a long time. He's known kind of me, growing up in Washington.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we obviously knew each other. He knew everything about me since freaking middle school. So, what's it called? So, like, we kind of just picked up on some things, and he was talking about how he was training Cooper Kupp and how he's developed him since he was little, and how he could do the same thing with me. And he was just he was talking about my goals and my dreams, and how he could help me exceed what I want to exceed in the future. You know what I mean? He wasn't talking about championships, talking about winning crazy games. He wasn't talking about rivalries or things like that. He was talking about me and my goals and how he's going to better me and develop me to be a better receiver and achieve my ultimate goals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what I picked up on big time, was he wasn't flashing me other things like a lot of people think, oh, NIL money, this is like, he wasn't flashing none of that. He was telling me how to be a better man and a better football player and a better teammate, a better leader. Obviously developing me and like my skill set and everything like that. He was kind of just comparing me to Coop, and I was just like, that's kind of like what bought me, for real.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, Cooper Kupp, big time, man. That's big time Super Bowl winning wide receiver that Junior Adams was able to coach with at his time with Eastern Washington. Speaking about Oregon, man, what attracted you most about Oregon?
So look, all right, so they FaceTime me, and my whole thought was like, I'm gonna see if I can get a visit just to kind of have fun and do all this like jerseys and stuff like that. And I was like, that's kind of what attracted me first. And then, you know what I mean, obviously the conversation I had with Coach Adams and the love I got from the staff, and just, you know what I mean, it kind of just like flipped my whole like mindset towards it. You know what I mean? Like at that point, I was just like, damn, like I don't even care about the uniforms or the facility. You know what I mean? It's like, look what I got over here. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so I was
the
just
people. Yeah. The people in those facilities, man, are everything. You can have nice facilities, but those coaches that are in those facilities are everything, for sure.
Oh, for sure, dude. Like, I want to say this too. Like, I want to say, like, this is my advice to like hella recruits out there. Like, you see uniforms, jerseys, money, things like this. You got to go to a place that fits your personality, bro. You know what I mean? You got to think like you're gonna be going somewhere for 4 years and obviously making a 60-year decision. You know what I mean? You don't want to go to a place where you get there and your coach switches up on you, and you know what I mean, he's different now that he's got you. You know what I mean? You want to go to people who fit your personality and fit your type of culture, and just the way you are, just the way they are, and you guys, good relationships. You know what I mean? You good like clear intention relationships. You know what I mean? Not the
100%.
fake trying to recruit you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%, man.
Like
100%.
For sure, my advice. You gotta go somewhere that fits you, that fits your personality.
Facts, 100%, man, 100%. I don't know if you can disclose this, but was NIL discussed at all about anything? NIL?
Oh, 100%. You know what I mean?
Okay, great.
I feel like days like people like to hide that, but you know what I mean. It's in the rules now that you're allowed to that student athletes are allowed to get paid a certain amount of money for their name, image, and likeness.
Yeah,
and that's a good part of my flip over there. And I'm not saying they gave any specific stuff to me. You know what I mean? Any like, oh, this is for Ashton. You know what I mean? They were talking about stuff. The only things that they talk about were stuff they can do for everybody on the team, whether you're the starter, the backup, the third string, the freshman. You know what I mean? It wasn't anything that based off towards me. It was just the stuff they're going to help me out with my business, my career, my NIL, and the support they're going to help me. And that was everything for me. So, you know what I mean? A lot of schools like to throw, oh, we'll give you this amount. Like, I can name a whole bunch of schools like that. But, like, how are you going to help me finance all this stuff? How are you going to help me? Like, how are you helping me with all these agents? And how are you going to, you know what I mean, just give me these opportunities and just stuff like that. A lot of people don't talk about that. So Oregon was definitely, you know what I mean, on top of their things and probably the best that they have.
100%. Yeah, Phil Knight running the Division Street program as a big NIL like whole thing here at Oregon, and yeah, Oregon's got one of the best NIL programs in the country for sure. What goals do you have set for yourself in your Oregon career as a whole? Like when it's all said and done, you're going to the NFL. What do you want to have done here?
Well, that's a good question. I haven't even really thought about that, to be honest with you.
All right. Well, that's all good.
I feel like, shoot. I feel like, like anybody else's, be a better person, be a better teammate, be a better leader.
Yeah.
Score as many touchdowns as you can, but make the best of every opportunity.
Right.
Create really good relationships. I feel like that's a really big one too. Now that
Yeah.
I think of relationships are everything, connections are everything. So I want to get there. I want to be good to a lot of people. I want to be friends with a lot of people. You know what I mean? I definitely want to, connect myself out there. So, even if football goes bad, it's like now I got this many people that can help me out in the future. So, I feel like that's definitely what I want to leave. I would love to leave Oregon knowing like, hey, that was Ashton. He was a good dude. You know what I mean? He was a good, real dude, and I'll have his back. So.
Yes, sir. 100%, man. I always tell recruits this as a fan of Oregon. I know I cover him as well, but as a fan, man, recruits always want to be part of something special, and schools try their best to pitch about what's so special about their school. And I think what's special, anybody who comes to Oregon, especially nowadays, you guys have a real chance at winning a national championship here at Oregon. Like you guys have the talent, you guys have the coaches, the NIL, all that to go out and get the first Oregon national championship. I mean, how special would that be to be part of the first Oregon national championship? You know what I mean? So that's huge, man. I hope you guys can do it. I hope you get all the goals completed that you want in your career. And I just want to say thank you one more time for coming on the channel, man, and giving us some great insight about yourself and insight about how your recruitment went down and stuff like that. So this has been another Duck Zone 503 get to know series where we get to know the latest Oregon Duck commits. Oregon fans, if you really enjoy content like this, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button, hit subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. This has been another Oregon Duck Oregon Duck commit interview with 4-star wide receiver Ashton Cozart. Ashton, do you want to give away any social media accounts so Oregon fans can go follow you, man?
Oh, for sure. Just, you can hit me up on Instagram, Twitter. It's just Ashton Cozart on both. TikTok too, Ashton Cozart. My Twitter is Ashton_Cozart25. So for sure.
Okay, yeah, on TikTok, man, you make some dance videos or something on there. Nice, man. All right, well, go follow him on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all that, man. All social medias. You heard it. Your newest Oregon Duck 4-star wide receiver, Ashton Cozart. Go Ducks, man. Really appreciate it.
Sure.